Hi everyone, welcome to All Inspired. My name is Amanda if you're new here, and on my channel we like to do all things inspiring, and today we are doing an inspiring Christmas decorate on a budget. I'm going to show you that you can take all your leftover decor and put it together and make it look classy and elegant and beautiful. I'm starting off with these wooden triangles. We just had scrap wood. My husband cut them into triangles. I'm sanding them down to have a smooth finish. And then I took canvas. Our kids had like a huge pack of canvas and they painted on them, and we've had them for years. We've hung them up. We've done all these things. Now I have taken the canvases off and kept the artwork, but I'm using the wooden structure that is under the canvas. I've only taken off 2 of them, and I'm using this. If you didn't know, that underneath canvas is a beautiful finished wooden structure. And so I went ahead and grabbed that, and then I cut down a piece of cardboard to fit the backing of it, and then I just used some wrapping paper that I had left over from last year that I felt like totally tied in my theme. I'm doing like a winter Wonderland theme, and so this has like little reindeer on it and Christmas trees with snow on it, and it just looks super cute. It's very white and very festive, but I feel like this is such a fantastic idea. You could switch it out every year. I actually stole this from my mother-in-law. She has a large canvas picture on her wall in her living room, and every single year she just takes that, she wraps it up in beautiful wrapping paper, puts a bow on it, and then decorates the side shelves with her Christmas decor, and it looks so great and it's so practical. You don't have to buy extra things. You can switch it out with every single year what your decor is for that year, and you don't have to store away your more neutral photo and then put a Christmas photo up. So this would help so much for people that are in apartment condos, even for like a Verbo or something like that. It would be a great idea to put in some Christmas touches without actually having to take down those frames and store them for later. So I just love that. I thought it was such a great idea. I'm actually going to probably do the same thing that she did, but for now I wanted to put these in frames because I felt like it looks so cute and it'll pop on these bookcases that are very white. So I'm going to put up some Christmas trees, and then I'm just going to start adding in all my decor. I'm going to try to layer it in here and just make it look really whimsical. This is a space for the kids, and you can see we already have the tree up. The kids actually went ahead and decorated that, and I think it looks fantastic. But as long as you just kind of tie in those pieces, I'm not going to add a ton of red down here or anything like that because I am adding in these blue, and I feel like the reds, the blues, it would all clash. So I'm doing more of a blue, white, and then tying in the greenery as my green element in this design. I took these little houses from the Dollar Tree and I sprayed them black, and I think that they look so charming. I had them white for last year's decor, but it would have just blended right into this bookshelf. And I was kind of like debating what colors I should do them, and I already had black on hand, and so I was like, let's just go ahead and throw this on here and see what it looks like. And with the wooden trees, it just looks so perfect. I think that it just turned out so beautiful. I'm adding a picture frame, and then I'm going to put in this wooden pot and then add some greenery to it. I do go back in later and add pictures to the picture frames, but I don't really share my family on YouTube, so I'm just going to have it blank and you get the idea. But put family photos. I love to incorporate family photos from Christmases in the past in my design for that year. Every single time I put those photos out, the kids are always like, oh my gosh, I remember that. And so it's just a wonderful touch to add into your decor that is just so sentimental. I went ahead and sprayed this little stand out, and then I made these little glass globes. all I did was put some fake snow from the Dollar Tree, and then I put some little things that I had, a bottle brush tree, a little bench, some little guys having a snowball fight. I just added in some really whimsical touches. This does not have to be high end. This is the basement. I want it to look very pretty, but at the same time, I want the kids to come in here and be like, oh, this is so neat. And they did. They thought these little glass, I feel like they almost look like a snow globe. These little glass globes looked so cool. They thought it was like, oh my gosh, look, they're in there. They thought it was so neat. So I've also seen people do this with jars. They'll have a lid on it, which is really nice if you have little kids, so that stuff doesn't go everywhere. But I've also seen where they've taken the round Dollar Tree bases and then they've stacked them on top of each other and put lights in there. Looks so great. You can never go wrong with that. Very inexpensive, but it does turn out really good. It makes the space look great. So I just went ahead and decided that over on this side I was going to put in a lamp. It is the basement. We do have some natural light in here, but I just wanted a little bit more. So I put in the lamp, and then I just put some more blue ornaments in a little glass vase, and I stuck it right through the lamp so it just kind of looks like the ornaments are inside the lamp. I thought it was just a nice little touch to add. I had this garland left over from last year, and I love the flocked look of it, and I felt like it was perfect for the little winter wonderland theme that I was doing in the basement. And so I took these heavy duty zip ties and I just zip tied it to this railing. It didn't really fit exactly, but I just kind of maneuvered it and got it to work. It was just a little bit too long, and so I just have it kind of drape a bit, just because I mean I can't cut it or anything like that, and it's supposed to be long. It's supposed to fit on a mantle or something, and so this is just a rather short railing. But I wanted to tie in some decor on this side. I wanted it to be, as soon as you hit the basement, the bottom curve of the stairs, you automatically felt like you were in a winter wonderland, and I feel like that this piece was just perfect for it. So I just took those heavy duty zip ties, zip tied it right on there, fluffed it up, and then I do add in some batteries to this. This is battery operated, so I do add in some batteries. It gives that perfect little glow over here, and then I end up adding some very sweet bells that I got off of Amazon. Everything in this video that I have to be able to link, I will link below. There's not going to be a ton of linkable items because most of this is either stuff that I DIY'd or stuff that I've had for many years, but I actually did purchase this either last year or the year before. But I think this looks so cute. I've used these bells before in other places, but I loved the way that this just tangled up draped look finished off this piece. I could have taken the bells and kind of used them like a garland and went all the way across the greenery, which I think would have looked pretty, but I really do love this tangled up draped look. It finishes it off and makes it look so stunning. I actually put some water in there so that it would stick to the sides, and then we did some without it sticking to the sides, and I think we put Mod Podge in this one, but it totally looks like ice. It just looks so cool, but that's just little Epsom salt inside the ornament. It turned out super neat. Here's another one that kind of looks like ice, but then we did some with the Epsom salt on the outside to look like snowballs. We're totally going for this winter wonderland theme, but I just had all these blue ornaments, and so I wanted to tie that in too. I feel like blue totally goes for the winter wonderland. I did go ahead and switch out that brown blanket. I felt like this one was so much cozier and went with the winter wonderland vibes, and so I just went ahead and threw that in here. I'm going to give you a quick little overview of how everything turned out. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.
Joy in the air, families near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss, a green red delight. Glimmering silver wine, you dazzle us all from big to small. Warm laughter